Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Today we're going to be playing a little bit more with the Trapper and the Estranged, just having some fun with them, seeing what we can do, all that jazz. And going into the ruins to see maybe if we can find the Wild Hunt, because I've been looking around for them for a while and haven't seen them. Otherwise, well, it's just mainly a blight group to see if I can play around with the Contagious Blade, which changes kind of how it works a little bit, so we won't be getting any prize skin, which sells for a lot, but it will blight the entire enemy party instead, which was kind of a cool gimmick I liked from Darkest Dungeon 2, and I'm not sure if this takes inspiration from that or not, but I like the mechanic. This is just the random generator name, but Wearables, the Rudiment, which I thought was a very fitting name for him, if I'm being totally honest. Who's going to be our frontline defense with heavy impact, which does a lot of damage if he's in row 1. Now, otherwise, perilous flesh, excellence, and phlebotomy. Phlebotomy being his heal if he needs it. And I may switch some of this out for who is creator if I need another guard. And then he has the things Crystalline Fang for crit and the Crooked Coin for crit. And then we're going to have Syllaba our Estranged with Scraping Driver, Stinger Smack. Stinger? I swear I can speak. I'm getting all of this mixed up. Stinger Skewer and Twisting Arrows. So she's going to be like all over the place. So she's going to be starting in 2, moving to 1, moving to 4, then moving forward. So where she's going to be is kind of dependent on the fight. Then Maciac, our Trapper, with Fungal Claw. I'm kind of debating switching things up here, but we're going to keep defensive traps on him. I definitely want Skinned Prey just because that goes as Contagious Blade. And then Medicinal Spores is going to be our only heal. So Esmeralda here, our Omen Seeker is going to have Entangle just because that's a thing she can use from everywhere and is also a pull. Sapping Charge, which will debuff enemy damage if I need it to be debuffed for damage for whatever reason. Dazzle for a stun, and then Expunge, which I'm not sure if I'm going to be using too often, but is 100% armor piercing versus blighted, so it might help me get past some things armor or protection. Then she has the Crescendo Box for speed and damage, Ancestor's Candle for damage and dodge if above 50% damage. So we're going to see how this kind of works. So the goal really is to still just see if we can't find the Wild Hunt, but if we don't, we don't. Let's bring an extra of that. I do need a bunch of torches here, so I'm going to bring 2 full stacks just because, once again, the fog walls and then everything else. Medicinal herbs. I need keys. Gonna bring Kraken ribbons for everyone. I think we'll call it that. Alright, let's pop these.
Collect the scattered scraps of faith and give comfort to the masses.
I have to get holy relics. Are any of those? No, but I still can pop out and see if I need them. Let's get Maciac to do this. Get the torch.
Is only the first test. Now it must.
And I'm gonna go down, then up and around. That seems easier. And I think Syllaba will do more damage, so let's get this on her. So plus 30% damage until camp. Need the de-stress on him. Not going to bother with those. And down to our first battle, which has an Observer. I might actually keep this alive to get the Observed quirk. Which means let's entangle this one.
The blood.
Now, let's see here. Stinging Skewer or Stinging Smack? Let's do Stinging Skewer to move back. Let's hit the Bone Soldier, take it out.
Another abomination cleansed from our land.
I still am not used to the movement. It surprises me every time it goes off, but nonetheless, it is pretty cool. Now I get to use Skin Prey, which will blight all of them. That's cool. I like it. And the Bone Arbalist goes down. And he empowers the one that's going down. And then Wearables
Unforeseen.
can bonk him, leaving the Observer. Cool, but I can't heal from here. So what we're gonna do is guard Esmeralda, expunge the corpse, restoration because I don't think we can do stinging blights. Stinger blights disabled until withering denial used become desperate. So yeah, I need to use this to be able to do it again. And I'm kind of waiting on him to do that. Also, I didn't realize that lowered her health that much.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Wow, there's a lot of those. So this has a potential to up our damage. So we're gonna take the chance. 60% damage until camp. We're keeping that. Default party order. 1 second while I check something. All right. Torching up. On we go. Ooh, Coven. This may hurt. So let's do a dazzle just to try to stun them. The one I was expecting not to stun got stunned. Not sure how that works sometimes. I don't have too much protection to go through. You know what? Let's put the riposte up. That way, if either of them get attacked, I do a little extra. Let's do Stinger Smack. Take this one out.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Wearables can tank stuff. Kind of. I guess he has enough organic to bleed. Then he is going to Perilous Flesh this one in the back, which gives him a riposte that can blight. Stinger Smack the Invigilator. Yeah. So that's another blight. Fungal Claw. Let's get the Invigilator down. Entangle taking out the rogue.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Now I have a corpse.
Masterfully
I have two, and I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Very curious about that. Will Perilous Flesh again hitting him.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
You know what? He's got 5 and 5, so we're gonna heal. Very nice. And then dazzle the corpse. Oh, right. Withering Denial doesn't heal her. We can... No, not Stinging Skewer.
Therefore,
I didn't want her to lose more health.
maintain the offensive.
And we're going to default party order. Move her back. So Wearables is in front and can heavy impact. We're going to medicinal herb this. Only taking the key, leaving the journal there, just because there are a few scenarios where if you read the journals and have them, bad things can happen with mods. Alright, so we're gonna leave the armor for No, we're not. If I can get the armor down before it has an action, it doesn't get a riposte. So, that's exactly what we're gonna do. And try to eat through that protection. Actually, no, I can't stun it. Can't sap and charge it either. Come on, Celeba. Stinger Smack it. If you blight it for 3 and hit it for 5, we're good. Well, I mean, if we blight it, it'll still go down on its own. 'Cause on its turn, it's going to get a riposte. So let's Perilous Flesh hit the Acolyte.
Impressive.
And that bypasses our guard, or their guard, so we're good, we're good. Fungal Claw's not gonna do what I want, but I can Skin Prey. Blight everything. I didn't notice the blight goes off on the corpse before it takes it out. That's kind of funny. Then, I don't need to do anything to the Acolyte. It goes on its next turn, so let's Dazzle so I can stun the Herbalist. Not that it's probably going to do too much, but... Then we'll Stinger Smack it. It's got 7 Blight. I'm very tempted to heal Wearables with Phlebotomy. But I'll heal him with Maciac.
Blight is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I think I can heal him from row 4, so we'll do that. Or not.
By inches.
Still taking everything. Default party order. We'll heal Celeba with the Holy Water just because she has stress, and that also gets rid of stress. And then to the next room. And then Celeba can get the Holy statue there and go up to 90% damage until camp. Holy hell. Alright, so we're gonna stun these two. That's a lot of stress. So if I do Stinger Smack, I'm probably going to take out the Acolyte or the Bone Torture, but if I Stinging Skewer, which will hurt her, mind you, it can pretty much take out the animated armor. Which will also blight him for 7. So let's Fungal Claw the Torturer, which also blights him for 2.
Slowly, gently.
And then Wearables can go bonk. Aww. And then he gets really, really stressed out. Expunge.
Well struck.
Actually, I wasn't expecting it to do too much. And then you can go forward.
Destroyed.
Ooh, Shattered Hilt from... I think that's from the animated armor.
Slow and insidious.
So let's get rid of the citrines for that, taking everything else. And just so these stop popping up. There's one of the relics. We are going to... I'm tempted to try to stun the Sycophant. Otherwise, I could maybe crit it down. Let's stun it. I know I'm not going to stun the Supplicant. Then I got a plan for the rest of this. So we are going to Stinging Skewer. And that will take... No, we're going to Stinger Smack. And hopefully blight the Sycophant down. Oof. Okay. Fungal Claw. And hit the Supplicant. Thankfully, they're going at the mark. Hopefully, the Sycophants do the same. And now, this doesn't stress other heroes, it just applies a blight. So we're gonna phlebotomy in the hopes that it one hits and then blights both of these two. I know it's a very poor chance, but I'll take my chances. Got one, not the one I wanted. And of course it went at Maciek, who's now gonna afflict. I thought he would afflict from the thirst. I thought that did stress for some reason. It's supposed to. It says stress, and he didn't get any stress, didn't he? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna stinging, and let's take the one with the action.
Decimated.
We're then going to skin prey, blighting them. So it was blighted for 8, geez. Entangle, Sycophant, that you're gonna take out. Heavy impact this one, and then the supplicant goes down. Taking everything, we're going to firewood to feast for the stress and the health. I'm gonna leave this because I need the holy relic right there. Now I'm going to use Safe and Sound for the prevent nighttime ambush and the minus stress. I'm going to use a sweet treat so that I can get speed up on wearables. I'm going to use Hunter's Wit for the scouting. And then we're going to do armor polishing for the protection and the speed. So he's going to be pretty fast. And then I can do a sweet treat again. And give her some speed. That way, hopefully Maciek is slower. I like what Wearables says when he talks.
In Radiance,
all right, let's take this.
Victory.
At least we got room for it now. We can unlock this because we have 4 keys. Taking everything. I think I'm safe to get rid of the food. So I'm gonna take the portrait. And then I'm gonna get rid of the torches.
Clear.
Oh hell, I was not expecting him. Good dodge, good dodge. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Skin Prey is not gonna do well. The Riposte might though. Then Zapping Charge won't do what I want. Let's get minus debuff resist on him, which didn't work. We're then going to Perilous Flesh for the Riposte, just in case. Then I'm just going to open up with Stinging Skewer here just for the... Oh, I got rid of all of the extra damage on Celeba. Ah, well. It was probably worth it for the health and the little bit of stress removal. Scraping Driver does that. Otherwise, I can do this. And that's Joust plus damage. You're going to Excellence him so he has minus blight resistance, so that should put him at 0. Expunge goes past his protection, otherwise I can minus his damage if that would have hit. Alright, Mr. Knight, you and me now. And I suppose your horse, but... I mean, technically you challenged someone else, but you got Maciek. Gotta re-up Perilous Flesh there. Then... let's dazzle the horse. Did not dazzle the horse. Let's do Scraping Driver to get rid of the Aegis.
The ground quakes.
And we're going to Fungal Claw him. It's very wide range of damage on that, but it would have taken out a huge chunk of his health. Let's just entangle the horse there. Blight takes it out, just Bone Knight left by Stinging Skewer. Blight should take him out. So, we'll meet his challenge. Claw. Alright. This is the third one of these I've gotten. Not to say it's not a good trinket, but it's the third one of these I've gotten. Let's eat that. Gonna trade out the blood for that. This is worth more than the gold. Although I'm probably just gonna keep it so they stop appearing. Take the Jade Seashell. And we can do that. Do I want to take the crests? Sure. Really wasn't... I don't know why I wasn't expecting him. He does appear fairly often for me. But I wasn't expecting the Bone Knight. Man, this is like the third animated armor. Usually they're pretty rare to me. Alright, we're gonna pull the Bone Courtier. Stinger Smack the animated armor. I want to take him out before he gets the riposte. Blight takes him out, and then Maciek can excellence these two. So just the Torturer left. I know I'm destroying them before they do anything, but they are a pain in my butt if they actually get that riposte. Because I think it's a... Don't quote me on this, I just think. My memory is horrible for those of you who actually know me. But it's like a permanent battle-long riposte once they get it off. So now we just need to go down that wing and we're good. I'm just gonna bypass these. I think I have enough for the Viscount. The invitations. Alright, here is number 2.
If only treasure could staunch the flow.
And they can eat. We're down to 2 food checks left, which should be good for this, I think. Trapper's good at traps, who would have thought? Books are bad. And a room battle. Okay, ooh. Natural Path. He's a healer. That's a buff, and I'm pretty sure he can get rid of some stuff. But first, let's dazzle these two. They don't even have that much of a resistance. Come on. Let's get our riposte up. He goes down to blight. Let's do stinging skewer, hit the invigilator. That's a nasty blight. So these two should go down. Unfortunate that I can't use the trapper skill on them, but whatever. Oh, you're gonna be alive and get rid of the blight, huh? Naturopath. You want to be a pain in my butt? We'll get rid of you. Then we'll scraping driver. Go forward. Excellence.
A powerful blow.
You missed. We're going to skin prey to blight you. And you go down to blight. And just because I can. Taking those, leaving the citrines. I think we're alright. Ooh, very nice scout. Did not think that this would be helping as much as it is. Alright, Macic, do your thing. Torch up, and what's the cure? Do I have anything for this? I do. Not very often I get to use that.
Wealth beyond
yeah, we'll take the gold over it. I doubt I'll run into another one. Then this will be that. Hunger check, torch up. And then I get to refresh my torch. Nice.
With loot are often low on supplies.
Now, I can technically leave after I get this, but might as well go down to the final room. Okay, how do we want to do this? Depending upon... I think I want to get rid of the flawed observer this time, just because if he empowers one of the brawlers, it's gonna suck. That stinging skewer, the one that's not stunned, he goes down to blight. I can obliterate this one. Perilous flush him. Alright, now I'm not actually too afraid of the flawed observer. Yeah, he empowered the one that's going away. Stealthed it too. Find it kind of funny that this thing it's hanging from keeps moving. Alright, we are going to scraping driver so we can move and activate the Terrorfang. Then we're going to entangle it. And finally, take it out. But Macic was already possessed, wasn't he?
This expedition.
Oh, he didn't get it before. Darn. Okay, taking what we can. There's nothing I need a shovel for in there. So we can do that. Taking a stupid gamble. And down we go. Because there's only 2 nodes I might have a hunger check on. So, once again, I'm going to preface this. You only need keys for the Nerub mod if you have the Creeping Mists mod. Otherwise, you do not need a key for this. But Manhole, you can hear strange squeals coming from an underground secret world. Only use a key if the Nerub mod is installed. So, I have to use a skeleton key. I like this mod. I actually do really like Nerub. It is a fun fight to me. Okay, so priority are the things that are not double rats. So there are 2 mace rats. They're gonna hurt like hell. I thought they had a stun, but I guess it's just a debuff. There's hook and whip rats, so they're going to suck, but they're not as high of a priority. They have a movement and a bleed. And there's a hook rat, which is the highest priority to me because movement. and it's just a movement. Oh, missed. They do have a higher dodge. And the reason why I want to take out the single rats is because they can more or less restore their health, and raise their maximum health. Let's take out one of the mace rats. Blight should take it out. We are going to fungal claw the other one then. Esmeralda's probably going to get moved there. Oh, genuinely surprised. It's just swinging a giant femur. You know what? We're gonna take out the mace rat. And then I have a corpse to work with. We're going to pull you.
A singular strike.
Come on, Maciac. Twisting arrows. I really want to see what happens if I use 2 corpses for this. So, 4 for 3 rounds for 1 corpse.
Inspiration.
8 for 3 rounds for 2 corpses, so the corpses do stack. I love the attention to detail there. I was not expecting that to be a thing. We're gonna expunge. Oh, that's a miss. Twisting arrows. And it gets 2 actions around there because there's 2 different rats. Which the other rats would eventually get if
Success.
more of them came.
In view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Alright, default party order. Darn. We're leaving that. Hopefully, we're not going to afflict here. Alright, so if I Stinging Skewer, I might take out the Bone Defender before he can stun me there. That's a blight for 7. We're going to try to stun the middle 2 there. Yikes. Bone Soldier. I think that, oh no, it's only a 2 blight. Phlebotomy hit? So if I phlebotomy, I take out the Bone Soldier just due to blight. And then I put a nasty hit on both of them. It missed. Don't mind the neighbor shoveling if you hear that. Not great.
Injury. Find it in no short supply. Gnawing uncertainty.
Alright, so let's do Scraping Driver.
Dread.
Man, that madman is dodging everything. Can take out the Bone Torture just because he has the action. Then we'll focus on the madman here. Wow. I mean, he does have 20 dodge. I guess I can't really say too much. There we go, we got a hit.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of
Can't do
emptiness.
too much there, but we can maybe take him out. And that's going to be another Afflict.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
And maybe take him out? Nope. Alright. Maciac, you need to medic. That's a little dark. Oh, come on. If I Skin Prey, he goes down no matter what. There we go. Ooh, trophy. Or not trophy, trinket. Earthly blend for the botanist. I'm pretty sure once again I have this one. But nonetheless, we will take it. And then we're going to take the strong box. Take what's inside. And get the hell out of here before someone dies.
Or in blood. The abbot will be grateful. The trappings of his faith
that was fun. I did not expect the... I don't know why I wasn't expecting this, but I did not expect the dagger to like apply multiple stacks of the blight if you had multiple corpses, but it's nice to know that if you have 2 to 3 corpses, you will deal 8 to 12 blight rather than just 4 blight to all of the enemies. That's really, really awesome attention to detail there. It's got like 12,000 gold there, which, I mean, we weren't even really going for gold, so that's nice. Celiba hit level 3 and got germaphobe, so we're going to have to get that off of her just because she technically does some blight and can go into blight groups, so the minus accuracy is not great on her. And Maciek got plus stress. And hit level 2.
Take advantage of this faith-fueled charity.
Alright, so Celiba, treatment ward, germaphobe. I don't think I need anything else in there. And at the Abbey, this is thankfully free. So we're going to pop them in there. Does anyone else need stress for removal? I don't think so, but I might as well... Does it say... I think he can meditate, but... Maybe he has to go to the tavern. Yeah, he has to go to the tavern, so we'll skip that. Specimen is available again for fighting the Storm Fiend. So that's kind of up there on my priority list. So I will probably be doing the Warpstone Mines next, fighting the Storm Fiend. I'm not sure which group I can throw in there because, well, I mean, we do have a very big roster of veterans now, but I have to kind of look at what we can do to fight him because there's a few strategies for him and I'm not sure what I want to do and what we have available to fight him with to facilitate what strategies, because there's a few and I have to kind of look at like what's the most viable with what we got and like trinket wise and things like that. So that's going to be at least the first part of the next episode. I'm not sure how long that'll take and things like that, because he can be a rather long fight depending upon how we fight him, just because he has a lot of protection. We'll see, but we'll be getting a specimen this time around, because I'm probably going to record this right afterward, just to make sure we get it. But that'll be the plan, and we'll go from there. So it really helps with the channel if you like the video. If you like it, dislike it. If you dislike it, comment, subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz. And otherwise, as always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.